Hey, so check it out, guys. I'm basically doing this little video that I told you guys I was getting ready to do. We're down here on the Mexican border, and I'm going to go ahead and reverse this camera and start shooting some stuff for you guys to see what's going on. Alright guys, so we're pulling into the border side over here by Naco.
Our resident Gestapo doesn't like you filming them, so be careful with the camera.
Yeah, I gotta shut it off at this point, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and I'll do it when we get to the other side.
Okay, what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna pull up here and we're gonna get weighed. It has a scale that weighs the car. So as we pull across this deal right here, it'll say enter, and it weighs our car on these little deals, and it scans the car, takes our pictures and everything, pull all the way up to here, then we have to stop. And it gave us a green light, so we're free to go on in. There's a checkpoint over there. Guys, you know, checking the cars and everything. So, yeah. Okay, so now we're through. Now we're into Mexico.
Alright guys, so basically here we are. We're in Cali Juarez and we're in Mexico. And what I'm going to be doing in this video that I've been talking about is I'm going to be going ahead and I'm going to do procurement of medical supplies over here in Mexico. But we're also going to be going into Mexico to do some work with the Red Cross while we're down here. So, man, look for some videos that are going to be put out, man. It's going to be an exciting little trip. And hope you guys like what you see. Thanks.
This is Naco, Sonora. And we're driving through town here. It's just laid back. It's just a laid back town, you know. There's a lot of action here. If you're looking for the wrong kind of action, there's a lot of it here. But, you know, we're just tourists. We're just kicking it through town. You know, people at the taco shop set up.
I want to stop and get something to eat.
Okay.
Where's the cambio?
Oh, Casa de Cambio.
Yeah. Alright guys, so what we're doing here is we're rolling through Mexico, and we're looking for a Casa de Cambio so we could change some money, get some food. I'm just doing a little filming as we're driving through, and hope you guys like what you see.
We can change our money down there in Canada if you want, or if you want, we can circle back around and go up to Casa de Cambio here.
Doesn't matter. Let's just go to Canada. Alright, so basically, guys, what you're looking for is when you start crossing the borders and you get into Mexico, it's probably a good idea to change your money pretty quickly, and not only to change your money, but to know a little bit of Spanish. Know what you're looking for, know where you're going, know what you're doing, have your papers in order, and make sure your car is sanitized. And when I'm talking about being sanitized, I'm talking about making sure you go through your car, you don't have anything that if you were stopped at the border that would arouse any suspicion. No ammunition, of course, no guns, no paraphernalia, anything else like that. And, you know, just make sure your car is sanitized. Make sure that everything that you have in that car is what it's supposed to be in there. Take all the crap out of your glove box and just have your papers in there and leave it at that. You know, make sure that you don't have your trunk full of stuff. And if you're coming down here, make sure your story squares away with why you're down here. You know, if you're down here to procure some medical gear, or you're down here to do that, make sure that, you know, you have a little bag with some stuff in it that has medical stuff in it, so that it doesn't look fishy. If you know you're not real familiar with the area and you haven't been down here, know where you're going. Don't just start driving around endlessly, because you're going to find yourself in real bad areas that you don't want to be in. And like the guys we just passed back there, you're going to find yourself in an area that is not the best area, in an area that you don't really want to be in. You can find yourself in trouble really quickly. So just know where you're going, have a good idea, have a plan, Most of the GPSs don't work down here, so if you're not familiar with the area, make sure you always go with someone that knows the area, speaks real well Spanish. All right, I'm going to take this video off before we get into this area, and then once we get down to Cantonea, I'll do some more photos of us down there with the Red Cross and some buddies that we know down there. All right, guys, so here we are, and we're at a major intersection right now between Agua Prieta and Naco, and that tower over there is a federal tower. This is basically a huge intersection that the military out here in Mexico patrols pretty heavily, and actually it's pretty funny. I was taping that last little piece of footage going through Naco, and I don't think those guys appreciated it because they followed us all the way out here. So definitely, like I said, know where you're going, guys. Alright, so basically, guys, here we are. We're down in Cantonea. I got suited up, and we're going to be doing some runs here possibly if we get a call. So what I'll be doing is I'll be filming a couple of runs that we're doing down here with the Red Cross and see if you guys like it. And so until then, wait until I get back to you. Alright, so basically, guys, what we're doing is we're here at the Red Cross in Cantonea. We're checking all the different equipment just to make sure it runs. Running this off a hydraulic, and this is on an oil base, not an air base. This right here is one of the ones they use to expand and push your dash out, or they expand it and push your roof up. You just ran through this one over here. This is the cutter. Basically, you cut all of your posts with this, and you cut your cables with this. It opens and it closes and cuts. That's pretty much it. We got the jaws of life over here. We got a couple of jacks and a saw. So we'll do some more stuff and we'll roll back in some more video. Here, guys, is we're going to go ahead and try to lift this vehicle. We've chopped the back of the tires, and we're going to put a jack in here and lift it up. He's going to open the pressure and lift this vehicle up. Without it going over. Hey guys, what's going on? Here we are at the Red Cross. I was going to go ahead and shoot a lot of videos that we were doing while we were doing runs, but we just didn't have the time. Last night, my buddy responded to a guy who was stabbed in his head. There's just really not time to shoot videos for that, guys. I apologize for that. I can show you where we are and what we've been doing out here. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in and show you. This is the Red Cross where we do the escuela, or the school. These are the ambulances over here. Go ahead and show them. Este amigo es la jefe, the boss. This is one of the bosses out here.
Es el jefe.
Este la jefe. This is the ambulance we were running in last night over here.
The Peugeot.
These are some of the other guys we've been running with back here over here. Let's just go ahead and take them in and show them the barracks, man, where we've been. Alright guys, so we just basically got word from the boss that right now what's going on in the town is that there's a bunch of strikers that are coming from all over different areas, and they're coming in to basically upset the miners that are here already. And last time this happened, guys, it got out of hand. They started throwing rocks, and federales came and they started shooting people. So we're going to stay here a little while longer, and we're going to see what's going to happen, because definitely there's going to be some action today. If I can get you guys videos, I'm definitely going to get you videos. But I just want to do a quick introduction to the guy I came down here with well, not last night, but the day before. And I'm going to let him tell you a couple of things that have been going on and some of the runs that he was doing.
Hey, I want to introduce myself. I kind of go by Jimmy in Mexico. I'm an American, and I have a house down here. I like hanging out in Mexico. I like it. Tom and I went to EMT training together. I introduced him to the guys here at the Red Cross. I used to drill with them beforehand when I was just a first responder. And we've really been welcomed into the club here, into the group. You know, it's like a family, and it's just here it's just a rush. You know, about the runs. You know, sometimes like over 3 days over Easter weekend, we had 20 runs. You know, and it just boom, one after another, one after another. And last night we had 5 runs. I did 2 right off the bat because as soon as we dropped off one person at the hospital, we ran to grab another one. Came back over here, it had a little bit of a lull, and then Tom got to go out on a run, and then they had 2 runs right away, one back to back. And then early this morning we had a stabbing victim, and so there's a lot of blood and everything. And so here there's a main priority is just instead of staying and playing, we like to load and go, you know, get them in the ambulance and get them to the hospital and get them up there where the doctors can treat them, and everything is a little more, you know, it's a smaller town and we can afford to do that, you know, you know, but the people here, we all train out of the Orange Book. We got the classrooms, you know, where they have training and everything. So Saturdays are big training days, but we have crews that swap, you know, each day, and we're just down here having a blast. It's good experience. It's good to get your experience and practice and everything, and to learn. It's a lot of hands-on. Everybody, you're welcomed into the group. I mean, it's really good. You really feel good to volunteer. But I guess that's about all I can say. You know, so back to Tom.
All right, guys, so basically that's it. We're going to wrap it up for right now, and we're going to see what happens. We'll hang around for, you know, a couple more hours, see what happens, and hopefully we'll see some blood and guts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it to you guys on video. Like I said, we run 4-man teams on this ambulance, and as soon as it starts going, we just don't have time to shoot that footage, man. We had a guy last night, he was oozing stuff out of his eyes. We got him in the ambulance, he was conscious at that point. As soon as we laid him down, that guy went unconscious on us, and I just don't have the time to be able to shoot those videos when I'm working on somebody. I apologize for that. I know I wanted to bring you guys footage of that. I'm just not able to do that at this particular time. Maybe in the future we can set up something where I can actually do footage of us doing the runs, but I can't do that right now. But I can show you what we are doing down here with the ambulance and the group of guys we're down here with. An amazing bunch of guys. This is a non-profit organization. They get paid nothing to do this. And it goes from really bad to worse in a quick amount of time. Well, like I said, we'll hang out, we'll see what happens. I'll shoot some more videos for you guys. Take it easy.
Okay.
All right, guys, so here we are at the Red Cross in Candea. This is the great group of guys I've been with for the last couple of days. This is Jefe, the boss of the bosses, the next boss. And I just want to give a shout out to these guys, tell them thank you very much for everything that they've done while we've been here. It's been a great time. And remember, you bring about what you think about this world, so be safe and be ready. Alright guys, so I'm back in Arizona and I completed my trip down to Mexico. And I just want to apologize for not being able to get all the videos that I was going to try to get while we were running the ambulance calls. We just didn't have the amount of time to do that. And, you know, really when you're running calls, like I said in my other clip, you just don't have any time to get that done. So I apologize for that. I just want to tell you guys thanks for watching, and sub to my channel if you could, and follow me on Facebook. And remember, you bring about what you think about in this world. Stay safe and stay ready.